Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, we are going to be talking about some good news and some bad news. We are also going to be looking at some potential transfers regarding Barcelona. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys can stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about the bad news that has just come out in regards to Barcelona. And of course, we have to thank Bartomeu and Sandro Rosell. This is reported by Ketty Juegues. The National Court confirms the fine of 23 million euros to Barcelona for incorrectly taxing the fees of players' agents between 2012 to 2015, when Sandro Rosell and Josep Maria Bartomeu were presidents. The club has a last option to appeal to the Supreme Court. Now, guys, you guys know my opinions on Bartomeu. Bartomeu is, and as well as Sandro Rosell, is the worst thing that has happened to Barcelona. If you guys want to know how to ruin a club in the short, medium, long term, in multiple facets, and just how to ruin a corporation in general, go and learn from Maria and Sandro Rosell, because these two, I would say, criminals have absolutely destroyed our club. And even to this day, knowing that they're not in the club, they still damage and they still cause us harm. But of course, Barcelona, they are appealing to the Supreme Court, but I don't see that appeal going through. Barcelona, they are going to be sanctioned 23 million euros. Where they're going to pull that money, that's going to be debatable. But I just wanted to bring you that news to you guys. Bartomeu and Sandro Rosell once again harming Barcelona, and Barcelona, they're not going to have to be paying a fee for incorrectly putting down the taxing on the player, on the fee of the players' agents. But now continuing on and talking about some more incompetence from Bartomeu, I want to talk about the contract that Bartomeu gave Frenkie De Jong. Now, guys, if you guys don't know Frenkie De Jong, he has a contract until Barcelona for a couple more years, in which Frenkie De Jong is the highest paid player in Barcelona, and by some mile. And now, because of that contract, Barcelona, they could potentially be looking to sell Frank De Jong. And breaking news, guys, Frankie De Jong has apparently given the green light in order to sanction that move away from the club. Now, this is different because at first, last summer, Frankie De Jong, he was very adamant on staying at Barcelona. Barcelona were very close to negotiating a deal with Manchester United, but it was Frankie De Jong that said, no, I want to stay at Barcelona. I want to make it work, and I'm rejecting all offers. But apparently, Frankie De Jong has now given that green light to potentially listen to any offers that are coming his way. And another player who has been reported is Ronald Araujo. This is reported by Victor Malo. Barcelona hopes to earn 200 million with the sale of two stars. Ronald Araujo and Frenkie de Jong are the main candidates due to their high market price. Now, you know that Frenkie de Jong has a bunch of teams interested, especially from the Premier League. Ronald Araujo, he has some big interest from Bayern Munich, but the difference between Frankie de Jong and Ronald Araujo is that Ronald Araujo, he wants to stay at Barcelona. And if I'm looking at the situation in the club, I'd much rather get rid of Frankie de Jong rather than Ronald Araujo. But looking at this, I don't give credence to Ronald Araujo leaving Barcelona, but Frankie de Jong, that's something different. And in regards to who could potentially be coming in for Frankie de Jong, a team that is being rumored is Chelsea. Chelsea, according to Sport, would be willing to offer 100 million for Frankie de Jong. Last summer, it was Manchester United. Very, very interested in Frankie. Another team that could potentially be interested in Frankie is Arsenal. A lot of teams in the Prem are looking to sign the Dutchman, and looking at that, how that Frankie de Jong is open to potentially leaving the club. I'm just thinking, should Barcelona accept that deal? If looking at how, especially looking at how the recent news that Barcelona were just taxed, looking at how how Tebas is speaking, and just looking at rumors from the club, Barcelona, they are going to have to spend to sell players in the summer to generate money, and Barcelona, they are going to need to sell some big names. And Frankie De Jong, he seems at the forefront of all the speculations. And if Frankie De Jong is open to leaving the club, then that could be a game changer. And guys, I open I give you guys the question. I'm just having a brain fart there, but I ask you guys, how much would it take for you guys to depart Frankie De Jong? Anything 100 under 100 million, I don't think that Barcelona should even be considering. Just looking at the market, I think that Frankie De Jong is a world class player, and anything under 100 million is absolutely absurd. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona video. It was a relatively short video today. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on that Sandro Rosa Bartomeu incident, in which once again, they, even though they're not at the club, they're still running Barcelona. Barcelona being taxed 23 million euros, which it's money that we would have wanted to spend in other areas. But as well, let me know your guys' thoughts on a potentially Barcelona selling Ronald Araujo and Frankie De Jong. If a big club were to come in for either of these two players, how much would it take for you to depart with them? But guys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. And as always, guys, remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.